All right, fans in the stands, we need you to stay seated, but still hype for this one. We want to get this energy warmed up in the house, so it's time for a squishy ball toss. Who wants a free ball? Let me hear you. This side, Old Yellow Road. How about here, Frankfurt? Y'all too chill. Come on, what's up? All right, one more time. Let's go. Further down here. How about this side? How's the energy going? Let's keep the energy going. We'll be kicking off very soon. Okay, soccer fans, let's rise to our feet and make some noise as we welcome to the pitch the Vancouver Whitecaps FC and Surrey's own Unity FC! Fans, we ask you to please rise if you're able. Remove your hats as we welcome Ellis for the singing of our national anthem, "O Canada."
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good morning and welcome to Bear Creek Stadium in Surrey, a beautiful British Columbia, for the second of our BCPL Games of the Week action and the second of our school series matches as well. It's a special occasion here as over 2,500 school children coming along to take in this BCPL men's division match between the hosts Unity FC and the visiting Vancouver Whitecaps. And we should be in for an exciting encounter today. Yesterday's women's match between Unity and the Rise was a 3-2 win for the visiting Rise. 5 goals in the first half, 1 hat-trick, 1 almost hat-trick. What does today have in store? I'm your match commentator, Michael McCall, and I'll have the call for you all through this one. We'll get straight into the starting lineups. For the Whitecaps, in goal, number 1, Timothy Lauder. Number 55, Luca Chen. Number 64, Edwin Espinal. Number 67, Dominic Joseph. Number 68, Liam McGowan. Number 69, Lachlan McGowan. Number 71, Giordano Pinto. Number 78, Max Kalina. Number 94, Chris Album. Number 96, Luca Patik. And number 98, Cristiano da Silva. For the hosts, Unity FC, in goal for them, the experienced number 1, David Hicks. Number 3, Sloan Hatch. Number 4, Jacob York. Number 6, Brody Perkin. Number 8, Karan Sidhu. Number 11, Chase Doucette. Number 12, Joaquim de Ramsey. Number 15, Brandon Thomas. Number 19, Dante Colburn. Number 20, Lavardo Milfries. And number 21, Caden Ruby. Man in the middle for this one is referee Liam Abreu. Fortunately, I don't have the names on the app of the assistant referees or the 4th official. If we get those during the game, we will bring those to you. And if you want to get in touch with us during the game, we like to make these broadcasts interactive. If you're watching this live, you can get in touch on X at AFTN Canada. That's AFTN Canada. Or if that is not your thing, AFTN Canada at hotmail.com. If you want to let us know where you're taking the action in from this, depending where you are, Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon across Canada. If you want to talk about the BCPL season so far or any of these two teams, we'll love to hear from you, and we'll get through your messages as this broadcast goes on. The Whitecaps wearing the all blue jerseys and shorts combo with the gold numbers and trim. They will be going from left to right in this first half. The home side, Unity, in the all-white jerseys and shorts with the pink frontage. It's a lovely kit Unity have here, and Unity's done a great job putting on these two school series games yesterday and today. Don't want to speak on their behalf, but you have to feel that it's been such a success that they will look to do the same again in future years. It's something we've seen in the Canadian Premier League. It's the first time we've done it in the BCPL, and the fans that were here yesterday certainly had a great day. They saw a great game as well, and hopefully it's going to be the same this afternoon.
Kickoff is about to begin, so let's count down together into that Unity chant.
It's a battle today between the 7th placed Unity and 6th placed Whitecaps. Unity played 6, won 1, drawn 1, lost 4, sitting on 4 points. The Whitecaps 2 points better off, and the Whitecaps get the action underway. Caps played a game less than Unity. They've won 2, they've lost 3, and they're sitting on 6 points, and they will look to try and have a late push for Unity. This is the halfway mark of their season after today. And the Whitecaps started the season with a pair of wins, 3 straight losses since then. And they're looking to get back on course as they get a little bit older for the rest of the year, which is a weird thing to say, but it's because their college guys are starting to come back from NCAA. They've been focusing a lot on the younger players early on in this year, and they're going to have to defend right away. As the long-range shot comes in, it's off the bar, and it bounces in. And what a start for Unity. In the first minute, they are on the board. It's a windy day out there. And the goal coming, I think that was Caden Ruby that struck that one. And 1 minute on the board, and Unity are off and running. And referee surrounded by the Whitecaps players. As we see this again, the long ball forward, and then the shot from about 35 yards out hits the crossbar. You didn't know where it was going to bounce. It ends up in the back of the net. And Unity, in the first minute, are off and running, and that brings the fans to their feet. Certainly one of the goals of the BCPL season so far. And it is a windy day out there, and you wonder how much that ball maybe held up a little bit in that. The wind kind of blowing across the field in to the stands, but swirling a little bit down at pitch level as well. And not the start the Whitecaps wanted, but the perfect start for Unity as that long ball forward will run through to David Hicks, the 29-year-old from Surrey. Back playing with Unity. Fraser Valley Cascades alumni and assistant coach out in the Valley at U Sports Time, and brings some experience to a young Unity side. Unity's gone a little bit different in their recruitment this year. They've gone younger, and they know this might be a tough first season for them, but the hope is the young guys will get the experience and then be back bigger and better next year. The Whitecaps responding well to going down as the shot comes in, and it's into the side net in there from Edwin Espinal. That goal, incidentally, for Caden Ruby, his second of the BCPL season. This only his third game played, so he's in a rich vein of form at the moment. Caden Ruby, the 20-year-old from North Van, It's a couple of years under his belt in youth sports with the University of Alberta Golden Bears. And he certainly knows how to find the net at the college level, co-leading the team back in 2024 with 5 goals. And he's already matched his output for Unity last year, where he got a couple of goals in his 13 games played. And Unity have started to kind of find a little bit of their stride. Big 4-3 win in the game at the weekend against Kamloops United, with a pair of goals from Lavardo Milfreeze, who's wearing the number 20 jersey. Dom Joseph on the ball. He'll be a danger out there for the Whitecaps this afternoon. Former Vancouver FC player, deciding to go to college. He's going to be joining the SFU Red Leafs this coming NCAA season. And a lot of what you see from the Whitecaps this afternoon will go through the feet of Joseph out there. You can see the ball holding up in the wind. It's going to make it a little bit difficult for players to judge and for keepers as well. Unity breaking this one up. Karam Sidhu. Seven different players have found the back of the net for Unity this season. Milfreeze and now Ruby sitting on 2 goals apiece. Sidhu is a guy that's been getting a couple of assists over the season as well, so he's going to be a player to watch from the Unity point of view, the number 8. As Unity pushing again here. Jacob York looking for some movement from the throw-in. Plays it to Milfreeze. Nice little skip away there from LJ. And hustle to win it back. Sidhu now back to Milfreeze. He tries to spray that out to the wing, but it's well read and cut out by the Whitecaps. Broken up superbly there though by Sloan Hatch, and he tries the little dink inside, but it's read and picked up by De Silva. Cristiano De Silva, one of those Whitecaps players that's come back from playing down in college. He's got a couple of years under his belt now with the University of Massachusetts, Lowell River Hawks. Unity led by head coach Paul Ballard. His first season in charge as the head coach, was come on board with Unity last year, where is the sporting director for the whole Unity programme. Milfreeze in on goal just now, almost getting his 3rd goal in the space of 2 matches there, but a big save from Lauder, and Lauder quickly off his line to smother that one. Unity doing a good job of breaking up the Whitecaps here. That sliding tackle coming in from Brandon Thomas. That one just running away from Chris Albom. Albom, the number 94 for the Whitecaps today. My player to watch from a Whitecaps perspective. He leads the league and the Whitecaps with 6 goals on the season so far. And he's done well at this level before he went to college, and now coming back and lighting it up as well with the Caps out there. Free kick to the Whitecaps, are sending bodies forward, not over-committing here though in the early stages. As this one whipped into the edge of the box, not the best delivery though, and it's cleared. Only as far as Joseph, who tries to get it back out to the wing, but important clearance there from De Ramsey. Throw into the Whitecaps. Again, looking for movement, not finding a lot of space out there in the early going, and Unity's doing a really good job at closing the Whitecaps down whenever they're on the ball. Another throw in at the midway point of the Unity half, and again, Unity win it back. Sadu now plays that forward, looking to try and get that to Dante Colburn, but the Whitecaps break it up for now as the long ball forward, no one there in a blue jersey, and that all just aimlessly a run behind for a goal kick for Unity. Back to Hicks. Joseph dangerously closing down, but a big boot on Hicks. Gets that one clear. Whitecaps again. Joseph coming back from an offside position to get that one, no. It's going to bring up a free kick for the home side. Unity on the attack, no space to get the shot off there for Thomas. And then the Caps will bring it out. It's a nice long ball forward. It looked like Album had maybe gone offside. Flag stayed down, but he was never really going to get on the end of that one. Second time we've featured Unity on the Game of the Week stream. We're at the opener out in North Vancouver the first weekend of April, Easter Sunday, and that was a great game where they fought back valiantly in the second half before going down to defeat. First time we've featured the Whitecaps this year in the BCPL broadcasts. That's a high one up in the air. It's headed down there by Sadu. It's won back by Joseph. Chip forward now for Espinal. Tries to get to the outside, but that was well read and cut out by York. One of the more experienced players on this Unity side, an alumni from the UBCO Heat. And it's a good mix of youth and experience out there from the side from Surrey, and they're going to have to defend here as Luka Patic stands over this corner. Movement in the box as it comes into the back of the 6-yard box. And the swipe at that from Album. And now Unity will get a chance for the quick break. An important tackle coming in there, and in from behind. That was a heavy challenge coming in. The first yellow card off the game. Comes out to chase the set here in the 14th minute. A lot of discussion after that one, but the card coming out early from referee Abreu, and didn't really have a lot of choice there as the set coming in from behind. two-man wall. Getting lined up for Unity here. As Patrick once again standing over this. Chips it into the back of the box. Unity get it clear. Album wins that back, can't keep it in though. And that'll be out for a Unity throw, and they'll try and slow things down a little bit here. And the wind really picking up strongly now. Long ball forward again, trying to find Album, their 6-goal man. Half of those coming from the penalty spot, but clinical when he gets a chance in front of goal. And Unity will be trying not to allow him to get that, as Colburn in a battle in the middle of the field with Joseph. Joseph goes down, and that decision goes against the home side. Caps want to get on with it quickly. Espinal. Oh, nice idea, knocking it to the outside, but once again, Jacob York reading that so well. Entertaining end-to-end stuff at the moment. As De Silva battling away unfairly, says the referee, and that's going to bring up a chance now for Unity to send a free kick into the box. This one will go all the way back to Hicks. Unity's win at the weekend in a great game against Kamloops. You can watch that in full up on the BCPL YouTube channel. Snapped 3 straight losses for the Surrey side, and they'll be looking at building that. They've got the early breakthrough in the first minute. As Kalina punished for that challenge there, and Unity just want to quickly get onto this. Well brought down by De Ramsey, but again, Whitecaps over quickly to break this up. Unity, the second lowest scorers so far this year in the BCPL. 8 goals heading into this game, going up against the third highest scorers in the Whitecaps, but also the third worst defence. Unity have the second worst goals against in the league, so you think there's going to be more goals to come in this one. It's certainly been an entertaining encounter through the first 18 minutes here. Another chance comes to nothing for the Caps, and Hicks will once again slow things down out there. Temperatures about 15 degrees at kick-off time. A little chilly, sun out, beautiful day for football. And you wonder how much this wind will factor into it. You see from Hicks' kick there, it's kind of really blowing towards him. If you can see in the distance from the work at the back of the stadium, the earth getting blown off that, and it is in the Whitecaps' favour just now. They haven't been able to make use of that. A little swirling, it's kind of blowing across the pitch as well. As Joseph lays that off, and just hesitation between Chen and Espinal there, and it allowed Unity to break it up, but a foul back in the play. Heavy challenge, but fair one there. Joseph wins it back, threads it through here for Album, and another great sliding tackle from York coming up, holding the back of his hammy. That's something we'll need to keep an eye on there. Jacob York has been exceptional in the early going here for Unity, the 24-year-old. Marshalling that Unity defence so far. Another corner here for the Caps. Patek, it's a high one to the edge of the 6-yard box, headed clear. Now Unity can fully get it out, although it's cut out here by Joseph. Little touch inside now. Chance here as the shot comes in, and a huge save from David Hicks to deny Luca Chen there. Hicks, such a strong goalkeeper for Unity over the years, and we'll just see the replay of that. Falls nicely to Chen. He gets the shot off, and Hicks diving across his goal as the corner comes in. And just too much on that. Can't get brought down by Kalina, and that's going to run behind for a Unity goal kick. Hope you're enjoying the action here through the first 20 minutes at Bear Creek Stadium. It's been a pulsating, fast-paced encounter so far. If you are just joining us, first goal coming in the first minute. A 35-yard effort in off the bar from Caden Ruby for his second of the season.
We're going to do a unity clap before we do a giveaway. I need everybody's hands up in the air. Get ready for the big slow clap. You guys know how this goes. Watch me and follow along, right?
The set going back there, not a lot of room shown. It's going to come back to Sloan Hatch. Milfreese, who had the overlapping run, decided to go inside. Little back heel by Ruby, trying to get that into the path of Thomas, but it's broken up by the Caps. Unable to be kept in there by Patek. Newty with the throw-in. You can see the wind even catching the throw-in there as it was taken. And again, you feel the wind holding that up a little bit, but it takes a favourable bounce for De Ramsey. He plays that forward to Thomas. Little shove in the back, nothing in that, says the referee, and the claims from the Caps trying to go up the wing to De Silva. Oh, sorry, that was actually up the wing to Kalina. Espinal chasing that down, and Perkin won't take any chance and goes back to his keeper. Unity, though, quickly get it back out. It's a nice ball forward. Lauder far off his line there at the edge of the box, and having to get a boot on that as Unity pressed. Sloan Hatch now on the ball for Unity, the 18-year-old from White Rock, coming off a rookie season out in the valley with UFV Cascades. Hatch's second season here in the BCL, was on the Langley roster last year, didn't see any minutes on the pitch. But this his 5th game of the year in Unity colours, and Unity have the throw in just now. Flicked on by Milfreese. Ruby just couldn't get on the end of that, and it's ushered behind for a goal kick to the Caps. We're past the midway point of a highly entertaining first half here. Big kick from Lauder. Whitecaps. Keeper Lauder just playing his second BCPL game, made his debut in the loss against Burnaby back on April 24th. Not a lot he could do with that long range goal as Album pounces on the mistake, and it's a 7th of the season for the Golden Boot leading Chris Album. And in the 25th minute here at Bear Creek Stadium, the Whitecaps have drawn it level, and it's Unity 1, Whitecaps 1, and the crowd, a pro Whitecaps crowd, you have to say, delighted with that effort. And a little bit of hesitation in the back, a mistake pounced upon there by Album, raced it on goal, Hicks off his line, and Album tucks home number 7 for the year. And we're back all square here in Surrey. I said earlier that you cannot allow Chris Album an inch of space out there, because he will punish you, and he's done it once again. And Hicks just slowing things down. The wind certainly causing problems out there for the goalkeeper at the moment. In the game yesterday against the Rise and the Whitecaps, but nothing like this. This Whitecaps team led once again by Ewan Fisher. He'll be happy with the response he's seen from his side as this one comes in for Album. Comes down to the edge of the box, flashing shot in from De Silva. And he follows through and takes out Perkin on the way. Just going back to Chris Album for a minute. This is his first year back in the BCPL since 2023. Had a great first year in the league. Cole leading the scoring for the Whitecaps with 5 goals. Derailed with injury in 2023. Just managed to get the 1 goal from his limited appearances. But he's got 4 years now under his belt with Green Bay Phoenix. And you do wonder if we're going to see Chris Album make the move to WFC2 sooner rather than later. Homegrown signing a striker that can score is just what the Whitecaps are needing right now. And the 22-year-old ticks all the boxes in that regard. I've been a big fan of Album since seeing him that debut season of the league. Followed him closely in his NCAA career as well. Speaking to WFC2 head coach Rich Fagan about how they plan to use WFC2 and the BCPL sides this year. When the younger guys are coming through the academy at U16, U18 level, they're taking a decision as to what the best development for them is. Is it going to be at this level? Do they need to be tested more against older players in MLS Next Pro? They want to use this team for a lot of the returning college guys that they are keeping an eye on and keeping their eligibility as well as homegrowns. Thomas trying to play that out in the wind. And I'm surprised that wasn't called back there. The sliding tackle coming in late there. The Whitecaps get a chance to break. It's Patrick storming up that left wing, and another Unity player goes down as Patrick hurdles Hatch and just catches him unintentionally with a trailing boot. Sloan just getting a little bit of treatment to sit down as well, and whilst these players are down, we'll use this opportunity for a quick refreshment break here in the booth. We're back to the action after a couple of injuries there. No trainer required to come on, and the Whitecaps will get it back underway with a throw-in in the 33rd minute here. Tied at 1 apiece at Bear Creek Stadium in Surrey. The second of the BCPL school series this year. If you weren't with us at the start, first year that the league's done these school series, it's been a big success, and you wonder what other clubs may want to follow in Unity's footsteps and do this next year. Speaking to one of the Unity staffers before the game, this Album trying to get on the end of that. Flag up though for offside on the cap striker. They know that a lot of the fans coming to this will be wanting to see the rise, the academy. You had a lot of Whitecaps chants before this game started, and the plan for Unity is just to raise awareness of the club amongst these kids in the local community. Make them come here maybe cheering on the Whitecaps, but leave cheering on Unity. And Unity have done a great job since coming into the league in putting on their game day experiences, and this is another one. Nice little cut inside from McGowan. It's bouncing about in the box. Album just can't get on it. Comes out, the flashing shot. What a goal for the Whitecaps. That left the boot with an absolute bullet, and the Whitecaps have turned this one around completely. Cristiano da Silva with the rocket off the shot, and in the 24th minute it's Unity 1, Whitecaps 2. Da Silva burying that with aplomb. You see altitude, not a great clearance, and it's rifled in from about 25 yards out with a wind behind his back. And Cristiano da Silva getting his first off the season. And the Whitecaps turning that early deficit around and leading now 2-1. Cristiano da Silva, seen him over the last couple of years with the Caps in this league. He is not going to have a sweeter strike than that all season long. But Unity now need to respond, and they get a corner here. Can they fight back in the closing minutes of the first half? It's a good delivery, holds up a little bit in the wind, not fully cleared there by Pinto. Da Silva, the 19-year-old from Poco. With the second long-range strike we've seen in this game. And with the way that the wind is out there, wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a few more as Espinal trying to put the pressure on Hicks. This a pulsating end-to-end affair. Both teams putting on an attacking show out there. Joseph lays that off to Patek, but closed down very quickly by the home side, and it's out for a Caps throw-in. Not sure how much the wind is getting picked up on the broadcast. I'll break off here as here go the Whitecaps again. A dangerous ball whipped across the face of goal there by Patek. No takers in a blue jersey. Just had a little bit too much on that to take it away from Espinal. Edwin Espinal, one of two Espinal brothers on the Whitecaps roster this year. Younger brother Fernando not getting the start today. Both of them have worn the number 64 jersey as well over the course of the season so far. As a second booking of the game comes out for delaying that to get taken, it goes the way of Danny Colburn in the 38th minute. We had 5 goals in the first half of yesterday's match between Unity and the Rise in the women's division. 3 in the first half of this one, and you feel there's more coming imminently as Chen chips that in, but Hicks quickly off his line to grab that one out of the air. Wants to get quickly on with it as well to Milfries, they've not been able to get him too involved in the game so far. He's on the ball just now as he plays it in, but that'll just get cut out by Chen. Joseph now. Whitecaps still battling away that loose ball, getting closed down quickly there by Album. He's trying to plead his case with the assistant referee that the last touch came off the Unity player. Both teams have played some really nice football in this first half. But after that early breakthrough, Whitecaps have been far and away the better and more dangerous looking side as Lauder pounces on that. Hasn't had too much to do, Timothy Lauder in the Whitecaps goal, it has to be said, after that first minute opener for Unity. You imagine with the wind going against him in the second half, he's going to be busier, as the Whitecaps could really do with maybe trying to take advantage before the end of this as we move into the last 5 minutes of this first half. The Whitecaps can use this wind to their favour and get a third. It'll set them up nicely for the second half. Milfries, his cross well blocked there, and the Cats will get it out. Patek up the wing for Albin. Nice little touch inside. Espinal. He's got Joseph making the run. Espinal goes for goal! And Edwin Espinal makes it 3 for the Whitecaps. And it's another long ranger from about 20 yards out. He had Joseph to his inside. You've got to give Chris Album some props here for setting that one up. And Espinal could have played it into Joseph, fancied it himself, and tucks it past David Hicks into the bottom left corner. And it's a second of the season for Edwin Espinal. And it's Whitecaps 3, Unity 1. And they indeed made the wind in their advantage pay off there. Unity been hit here by a blitz from the Whitecaps. Goals in the 25th, 34th and 41st minutes. And Paul Ballard will just want to get his side in at the break now. Get them to regroup and tell them that they have this wind in the second half that they can take advantage of. Caps, I'm sure, will want to push a little bit more. First assist of the season, incidentally, for Chris Album on that goal. He now becomes the 6th Whitecaps player to tally an assist this year. As Lauder, big boot on that, and you see it catching the wind there. What do Unity have in a response? They've got 2 minutes left at the end of the first half here. I mentioned we had 5 goals in the first half yesterday. Are we in for another 5-goal feast in the first half of this one today? Chen forced to go back. Luca Chen, the number 55 for the Whitecaps. Another one of the players back from college. That's coming off his rookie season with the Loyola Greyhounds. 15 games under his belt for them. Silva chips that forward. Album having to just check his run a little bit there. And Hatch just can't control that one, and that one runs away from him. Into the last 40 seconds of the first half, we'll keep an eye on the 4th official for how much time is going to get added on at the end. It's been a little stoppage for a couple of injuries, so maybe see 2 minutes at the most, I would think, maybe even just a 1. As that one, too much on that, takes it away from Espinal. And you saw with Edwin Espinal's celebration there in the 3rd goal. These players don't get a chance to play in front of big crowds too often in the BCPL, but packed stand here today at Bear Creek Stadium, and he really enjoyed that goal, as he should. It was a great strike. As Joseph now running into the box and trying to spin away, but a big tackle coming in from Brodie Perkin to break that one up. Clean so, only goes as far as McGowan. Lee McGowan gets it back from Lauder, and he'll send this one forward. And we didn't see the board go up from the fourth official there, or hear the announcement. But we are into first half stoppage time now. Album, nice crossfield ball to Espinal. Espinal goes to the byline, and a big block coming in there from De Ramsey. And it's out for the Caps corner. They wanted to get on with this quickly. And this might be the last chance of the first half, and the wind just catches that one from Patek, takes it behind, and that might be the end of the first half action. Hicks sending his players forward. He'll be happy to be having the wind in his favour for these goal kicks in the second half. Gets good distance on that though into the Caps half. Up in the air from Doucette. Can't keep it in though. All eyes now on referee Abreu as he checks his watch. Maybe time for one last Caps attack. And they're going to get a free kick to end the half. Another chance to launch this one deep into the Unity box. We've had 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. This will surely be the last chance to get something done. 3 minutes now being announced, so there is a few seconds here as we move into the third minute. Patek. It's a low delivery, and it goes off Unity for the corner. Caden Ruby, not sure what he's pleading for there. It did certainly look to come off him. I don't know if he felt there was a little push as he went to meet that one. But the Caps will get another corner kick opportunity, this time on the far side. And Luca Patek standing over this. In swinger to the near post, well read though by Hicks. He wants to quickly get on that, carried that out of his box, but the referee didn't see it and blows for half-time instead. And it's been another entertaining and pulsating first half action here at Bear Creek Stadium. Unity opening the scoring in the first minute with a long ranger from Caden Ruby off the bar. Whitecaps came storming back though, and goals from Chris Album, Cristiano da Silva and Edwin Espinal makes this 3-1 score to the Whitecaps at the half. What does the second half hold in store? Join us in 15 minutes to find out.
I'll be the president one day, January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking in this gun. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like a winner, Manchester, that son. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. I'm a Holly boy, plus lay back. I got a feeling it's a rap. It's that.
Sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah.
man. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. That mouth gonna feel the pictures now. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd, feeling melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Taking genius, I understand me.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
Fans, are we enjoying this day of soccer right now? We love to hear that. Well, it's time to play our halftime entertainment. It's our Kick to Win challenge. We have 5 amazing participants here. They're gonna each have 2 chances to pass the ball as close as to the Powerade Tower as possible. I can see some of them are extremely prepared, some of them wearing cleats. So, we're gonna do a quick interview with each of our contestants to see if they're ready to go. Starting off with our first contestant is here. Who do we have?
Brady,
Brady, where are you from?
Enver Creek,
Enver Creek, make some noise. Pretty good for Enver Creek. So, Brady, how much soccer experience do you have?
0.
0 experience is okay. You have the shiny hat. That's all that matters. Good luck. Moving on now, contestant number 2. What is your name?
Farouk,
Faroud. And what's your favorite team? Who do you support?
Real Madrid,
Real Madrid. And where are you from? Which school do you go to?
Frankfurt,
Frank Herr, make some noise. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, and how much soccer experience do you have?
2,
2 years? 2 years, pretty good. All right. 5 years, okay. An expert for sure. All the best on that one. Contestant number 3, wearing the England jersey and the cleats as well. What is your name?
Elham,
Elham, you look like an expert. How long have you been playing soccer?
2 months.
2 months only? Wow, okay, so you're ready to go, right? Awesome. Moving on now in the Pumas. What's your name, my guy?
Exaucé,
Exose. Are you a soccer expert?
yeah.
He is, he's locked and loaded. What's the strategy today? What do you think you're gonna do to make yourself stand out?
I'm gonna try my best.
Try his best, that's all you can do. Thank you so much. And last but not least, in the Real Madrid jersey and the cleats, who do we have here?
My name is Ahmed.
Ahmed, nice to meet you. I wanna ask, you're decked out. You seem to be most prepared here. How much soccer experience do you have?
2.
2 years of experience? Okay. Well, fans, I think our contestants are ready to go for their first attempt. We're gonna go one at a time. One at a time. So put the ball on the ground, face that way. You're gonna aim towards the Powerade Tower, and whoever gets it closest is gonna go home with that prize pack. We're gonna go one at a time, starting with Brady here. So one at a time. Brady, you first. Make some noise for Brady. All right, go Brady, give it a go. All right, leave it there, stay on the line. Good shot. So once again, folks, whoever gets the closest here is gonna go home with that entire tower of Powerade, courtesy of our friends at Coca-Cola. Okay, we're gonna start. Everyone have their ball set. On the line. Can't be taking cheats here. All right, Brady, starting you again. Fans, let's make some noise. All right, big kick. Much better, Brady, well done. Good work, it's an improvement. Your turn now. Big kick. Still has a little bit left. And now your turn, number 3. Ooh, just wide there. All right, off you go. Ooh, can it stay in the circle? And last but not least, my guy in Real, let's go. And congratulations, you are our winner. You've won the Powerade Kick to Win Challenge. Give it up one more time for our participant. Make some noise!
sometimes the bomb might explode without any warning.
She'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. All the misery was necessary when we're deep in love. 'Cause I know, girl, I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me
All right, fans, boys and girls, we need you to make your way back into your seats. The players are coming out. Please make your way back to your seats. And if you want more giveaways, we won't be giving away anything till you make your way back to your seats. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Thank you so much. Let's make our way back to our seats. Once again, fans, let's clear the way for our players as they make their way back to the field. Thank you so much. Let's make our way back to our seats. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Bear Creek Stadium in Surrey, British Columbia, for the second half of our second BCPL featured game of the week. And it's the second of the special school series that Unity FC and the league are putting on this year. They've both been great successes. They've both been fantastic games of football as well. And today we see at halftime the Whitecaps going in with a 3-1 lead, fighting back from opening or losing a goal in the opening minute. Caden Ruby with a long range effort on off the bar gave Unity a lead in the first minute, but the Caps came back. Chris Album in the 26th minute got them back on level terms, and then two fantastic strikes, long rangers, Cristiano da Silva in the 34th minute and Edwin Espinal in the 41st, with Album getting the assist on that one, giving the Caps the 2-goal advantage for the second half. Both sides making some substitutions at half-time. Coming on for Unity is number 13, Zachariah Thomas, and number 17, Aidan Nelson. And coming on for the Whitecaps, his first appearance of the year as he returns from college, is number 89, Matteo Samori. We'll see what this second half holds in store. Unity, although they're trailing by 2, they're going to feel they can still very much get in this. They do need to get the next goal. They do have the wind in their favour as well, and we saw the Whitecaps take full advantage of that with some long-range strikes. The Caps will look to try and get a 4th, and they feel if they can do that, I'm sure that they may have put this game to bed and get back in the win column. Caps started the year with back-to-back wins, losing 3 in a row since, but now that they have bolstered their squad with a number of players coming back from their NCAA colleges, they are certainly going to be a force to be reckoned with for the second half of the season. And we've seen some great football from the Whitecaps this afternoon, bringing a very large and boisterous young crowd from the local schools to their feet. Might be a Unity home game, but it's very much been pro Whitecaps in terms of who the crowd seem to be cheering for. Hicks with a kick out to Milfreese. And that's a nice through ball. Lauder quickly off his line, retreats though to let that run through. Two players incidentally going off for Unity, Joaquim de Ramsey and Brandon Thomas. Has nice touch inside to Patek, and he makes it 4 for the Whitecaps. 3 minutes into the second half. Dom Joseph unselfishly with the assist, the little touch inside, and Unity find themselves trailing by 3 in the early going in the second half. It was the quick counter from the Caps that did the damage. And Luka Patek getting his first goal of the 2026 campaign. You see in the replay the long ball forward, Dom Joseph could have gone himself, unselfishly lays it off into the inside, and Luka Patek, the 19-year-old Calgarian, not making any mistake and tucking it past David Hicks. And never say never in this game of football, but the Whitecaps are going to feel very confident that they can see this one through now. First goal, as mentioned, of 2026 for Patek, but a 3rd assist of the year for Dom Joseph now. Leads the team in terms of assists. I said in the first half, so much of what the Whitecaps have done this season go through the talented Dominic Joseph. Will be heading off for his first college season come the fall with SFU Red Leafs up Burnaby Mountain. Dom Joseph has had a good grind in the last couple of years in the CPL with Vancouver FC.
Which school is the loudest and going home with this teddy bear?
Here go the Whitecaps again, and it's Joseph again in the thick of the action. 17-year-olds who've been a real live wire for the Whitecaps all afternoon. Been capped at U17 level by Trinidad and Tobago. He certainly has a bright future ahead of him in the game, you feel. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in the college ranks this coming NCAA season.
So, we're going to start off with Ember Creek, make some noise.
And just to warn everyone listening at home, it's going to get loud for the next little bit, as the hype guy here at the stadium is lining up the kids to see which local school is the loudest. And there's a teddy bear on prize for this one. Oh, that's a bad tackle coming in there from Hatch. Clumsy and heavy and hard, taking out Luka Patek there. No malice in it, just a mistimed tackle, and that's the 3rd Unity player in the book now. joining Dessay and Colburn.
And last but not least, Frank Perry. If the results are in, I think we have a winner. The school.
Patrick standing over this free kick. He'll look to send this in to the edge of the box. Not the best delivery, it's headed clear. Joseph battles and wins that back, and he's sent crashing to the deck. Zachariah Thomas with a heavy challenge there. That brings up another free kick opportunity here. Espinal standing over this along with De Silva, the two guys that have both scored long-range bangers in the first half. But 25 yards out, and it's Espinal that takes it! Doesn't get the direction he's looking for, and it's wide off the left post in the end. But the Whitecaps full of confidence right now. Starting to run riot out there. Hicks with the long goal kick. It's flicked on by the Whitecaps, and it's out for a throw-in to Unity. Midway in the Whitecaps half here. Hatch gets on with it, but it's won back by the Caps. Chen dispossessed there by Nielsen. The half-time subs, fresh legs out there. Colburn battling away, he wins that back, decides to go for goal, takes a deflection on the way through, and I think that took a little bit of the sting out of it as well for Unity. That's easily dealt with by Timothy Lauder in the Whitecaps goal. Quick distribution, the Caps will get something going up the right-hand side. Through ball, look at it, try and play in Max Kalina. It comes back to Hicks. His kick out though was broken up there by Espinal, but good defensive play there from Unity to get it back. Lauder quickly off his line once again, doesn't run into the box, I think like he was hoping it was going to, and it doesn't take any risks there, and sends that one into touch. We had 5 goals in the game yesterday, 5 so far in this one, and I don't think the goal scoring is finished just yet. No, Feast as well to win that. It's a stretching leg, breaking that up from Pinto. The Caps captain leading by example there at the back. Unity could have had a chance to be in on goal there. And Giordano Pinto, one of the more experienced guys on this team as well, the 24-year-old. UBC Thunderbirds alumni as well. Winning a U Sports title with the T-Birds back in 2024, and has played for a couple of teams in this league so far, Varsity, Nottingham and Altitude, and now coming into the Whitecaps fold to bolster a young side at times this year. Definitely looking forward to seeing now that they look to have, if not their full complement, close to their full complement of college guys back, as to what threat they're going to be in the BCPL now for the rest of the year. Fries, former Whitecaps Academy player himself, going down the box. Soft one there, never going to get that decision as Joseph's layoff, putting Patrick under a little bit of pressure, but he manages to get it clear and knock it away from Karan Sadhu. And now referee going back for a little chat with De Silva from an earlier tackle. Joseph now. He's got a lot of white jerseys around him, and it's won back by Nielsen. Colburn tries to turn away from Joseph. Wins the free kick from side as well, and they'll get a chance now to use this wind to their advantage. Whitecaps getting ready to make another substitution shortly, as that free kick's going to get taken again. Second time, hopefully lucky Unity will be hoping here. Dante Colburn standing over this two-man wall lined up for the Whitecaps. Colburn chips that in. It was a good delivery. Nobody from Unity able to get on the end of it. Caden Ruby coming in at the back post. And the Caps are going to make a double substitution here. Nice kick out by Lauder. Headed forward looking for Joseph. Fries back doing defensive work to break that up. Colburn battling away, doing well to win that. Fries now sends it forward. It's chested down, spinning shot from Ruby. Falls to Aaron Nielsen in the box, and he just couldn't get the shot off. Still Nielsen though. Got a lot of traffic in front of him, gets it out to Colburn. And De Silva giving away the cheap free kick in the edge of the box. That's exactly what Colburn was looking for there, and the card comes out to De Silva. He'd had a warning earlier. And now referee Liam Abreu going at his pocket. And that's the first yellow card for the Whitecaps. They'll still wait to make their double substitution till after this free kick. This free kick taking an age to get taken. Now it will finally get taken. It's Colburn that goes low. It's spilled by Lauder, and it's tucked away by Aaron Nielsen. Aidan Nielsen, sorry. And Nelson reduces the deficit once again. And it's Unity 2, Whitecaps 4 in the 62nd minute here at Bear Creek Stadium. There's a nice struck free kick here from Dante Colburn. Kept it low. Sent it off down to Lauder's right. He gets down well to meet it. Parries it straight into the path though of Aidan Nielsen. And the youngster from Langley tucks that one away. And does this bring Unity back into things now? That is Aidan Nielsen's second goal of the 2026 season. It's going to be heading out east at the end of the BCPL season to Nova Scotia, where he's committed to St Francis Xavier.
Scored in the 61st minute by number 17, Aidan Nielsen.
And in amongst all that, the Whitecaps did make a couple of substitutions there. Coming on is number 99, Caleb Valance. He's coming on for Dominic Joseph. And making way also number 96, Luca Patek, and coming on is Frixos Petsis. We saw Caleb Valance last year playing with altitude. 6 games and 1 goal for the North Van side for the 23-year-old. This, I believe, his first appearance of the year for the Whitecaps. We'll see what these two subs, what kind of spark they can bring to the Whitecaps. Frixos Petsis that has come on, wearing the number 85 jersey. He's already found the back of the net this year with a really nice goal in the 3-2 loss to Burnaby. Petsis, 22-year-old, originally from Nicosia in Cyprus, moving to the Whitecaps and was part of the Whitecaps team from 2017, moving to the Caps from Anorthosis Famagusta over in Cyprus. And he was quite a goal-scoring sensation, Petsis, when he first came to the Caps at U15s, banging in 15 goals from 26 appearances, and the Caps will be hoping they can get him involved in this one early. And fun fact about Frixos, he's my neighbour, so we'll try and do unbiased commentary. But he's on the ball just now. Petsis, he's got the touch inside to Samori, and it just runs away off the foot of Samori. Petsis on the ball, cuts inside, goes for the curler! What a goal from Frixos Petsis! I was just singing his praises, and what a tremendous strike on an afternoon of fantastic goals. That one might just be the best one yet. And it's Whitecaps 5, Unity 2, and from the minute that left the foot of Petsis, you thought that was going into the top corner. Nice little touch inside, and a tremendous goal to restore the Whitecaps' 3-goal advantage. And the 22-year-old will be playing that one back in his highlight reel. 5 goals with Evolution last year in the BCPL. represented Cyprus at under 17 level, and I was talking about his goal scoring prowess, and you see exactly why there. Just when Unity thought they had got a foothold back into this game, the Caps just go up the other end of the pitch and bang that one away, and it's a second of the year now for Phrixos Petsis. Good delivery in from the corner there from Colbert. It's punched clear by Lauder. Now it's a chance again for the Caps to break. It's Petsis once again. He's got Espinal to his left. Just looked up a second too long there as he was looking at options either side, and he gets that one taken off his foot. Oh, and it's given away by Unity. Samori. Out to Espinal. Espinal cuts inside. A little push in the back there, but went down quite easy as Espinal with another look on goal, and that one didn't miss by much. Substitution, incidentally, in amongst all that drama for Unity. Number 10, Andrew Kerr, coming on for the home side. Chase Deset, his day is done. And I tell you, the school kids in attendance today have been served up an absolute treat, and some fantastic goals out there. It's 5-2 in favour of the Whitecaps. 7 goals so far. And I want more. Do you want more? We're into the past the midway point in the second half, the final quarter now of this match, and it's been another entertaining one that the teams have served up today. Lachlan McGowan on the throw and plays it to Pitts as he's battling away out there. Unity now still fighting. They'll feel if they can get the next goal, they can maybe put a bit of pressure on the Caps here, who are getting set to make another pair of substitutions. And Edwin Espinal making way, as is Lachlan McGowan. And coming on for the Whitecaps.
Absolutely electric today. So I think it's time to give away some more stuff, right?
Number 93, Keyshawn Francois. As Hatch chips this one in. Alessandro Troisi, number 88, also on the pitch now for the Whitecaps. It's getting loud here in the closing moments at Bear Creek Stadium. Troisi gets that one broken up by Nielsen. Troisi with the throw in here for the Caps, looking for some movement. Won back by Unity, and they'll look to play it forward. No options really there for Hatch. No, Fries tries to thread that one through, but too many blue jerseys in the way. Nielsen gets it back, goes for the shot, it's blocked by Pinto, and then Troisi breaks this one up, and he tries to bring this forward here for the Caps. And they'll get a free kick for their trouble as well. Matteo Samori getting sent to the deck there. I don't know. Hatch now for Unity. They're still trying to battle away here. Whitecaps keeping them pinned back a little bit just now. Lodder sends that forward, Unity, win it back. Nielsen, it just runs under his feet there. And Troisi will play that all the way back. And that looked like a back pass to me. And that's what Unity's complaining about. Referee thinking otherwise. Francois sends it across goal, and it's headed home, and it's a sixth for the Whitecaps. Caleb Valance heading home, and the Whitecaps running riot in Surrey this afternoon. Nice cross in as Keyshawn Francois hits the byline right in front of goal and wide open to head that one home. Caleb Valance, and it's Unity 2, Whitecaps 6 now. In the 74th minute. And I'm running out of room on my paper to write down all the scorers here. That's Caleb Valance's first goal of the season for the Whitecaps, in his first appearance of the season for the Whitecaps. And for Keyshawn Francois as well, his first assist of the season. Had 4 goals in the first half, 4 goals in the second half, and we are still got about 13-14 minutes and stoppage time left in this one. It's been a good trip to Surrey for the Whitecaps this afternoon. They really do feel that they're a team that's starting to hit their stride, and they are going to cause a few problems for those at the top end of the table. Langley United leading the way in the BCPL men's division. Looking to go back to back. Putting a great performance in against Vancouver FC last weekend in the Canadian Championship as well. As Kalina going forward. Still Max Kalina, and he fires a shot off, and that's high and over the bar. Takes a deflection on the way through though, so it's going to be out for what feels like a rare corner kick opportunity. Caps. A lot of traffic in front of goalkeeper Hixie as this outswinger comes out and just swings a little bit too much out of the box. Kalina sends this back in. It's off the back to Pitsas! And it's a second of the afternoon for Frixos Pitsas. Max Kalina with a long ball in, and it comes off the back of Keyshawn Francis. And in the right place at the right time, Frixos Pitsas, and it's Unity 2, Whitecaps 7, and the Caps most certainly in 7th heaven now. And it was a lovely delivery in from Kalina, and it just came off the back there of Keyshawn Francois. I'll give him the assist for that. It's his second of the afternoon, and a second goal of the afternoon for Frixos Pitsas as well. And it's running rampant territory now. That's Pitsas up for 3 now on the year. We've had a 9-goal feast. Are we going to be in for double figures before the end of this one? My money's on yes. As Unity send this free kick in. It's over the head of everyone. It's headed clear. The flashing shot coming in there from Jacob Ma, who's just come on for Unity, the number 23. Ma in the action again. That cross coming off the back there of Valence, who... Sorry, it was Troisi who falls over, or Samori who falls over. And Kalina trying to dance his way through, and an important foot in there in the end from Tegan Kyle, who's also just come on, the number 2, breaking that one up. We're into the last 10 minutes of this highly entertaining affair. And I'm pretty sure the elementary school kids in attendance today are going to be like, we love this league, so many goals, we want to come back and take in some more action. And you, if you're watching at home, can do just that. That's the flag up there on Pitsas. Head over to bcplsoccer.ca to find all the standings, scores, results, and the fixtures for the games to come. You can also download the PSLC Canada app from Android and Apple stores. Keep up to date with the Premier Leagues around Canada, here in BC, Alberta, Ontario. The Prairies Premier League starting up soon as well. It's a feast of football this summer in Canada, and you can catch the action all season long here in the BCPL on YouTube. Our next featured games of the week coming next Saturday from Burnaby, as Burnaby FC will be hosting Langley United. As Liam McGowan goes in the book there, claiming in his innocence that there wasn't any contact there. Unity waiting to make another couple of substitutions. They're going to wait until after this free kick is taken. And as soon as I say that, they decide to just do it now. So making way is Jacob York, who was excellent defensively in the first half. And Dante Colburn also making way for Unity. Elijah Quinto, the number 22, now on for the home side. As Lauder collects that one coming into the box. Bring you a second substitution shortly. I think it was Gabriel Araujo, but we'll get that confirmed, the number 14, as the wind springs up really strongly once again here. It's causing some problems out in the middle of the park, and it is indeed the number 14, Gabriel Araujo Laje. And you can see the swirling wind is causing problems with the clearances out there. Araujo breaking that one up, little touch back there to Quinto. The Caps break up again. Pits this out to Francois. It's a lovely outside of the foot delivery into the box. Runs through to the endo. Oh, it's Troisi linking up with Valence. Valence sending that one in. It's cleared by Unity, only as far though as Luca Chen. Return pass. Samori going down there and looking to try and get the call. Chen battling away superbly back to Valence. And he'll go all the way back. Back out now to Troisi. And the Caps will go all the way back to their keeper, Timothy Lauder. That one's chipped forward for Zachariah Thomas to try and chase down. Wins corner for his side. To the last few minutes of a very entertaining game here. Zachariah Thomas standing over this one. Referee not happy with something that he's seeing there, and he's just going to hold play up a little bit. Now Thomas sends this one into the back post. It's headed into the 6-yard area, but the Caps get it clear. Unity try to get the danger back in. Nielsen doing well to win that and keep it alive. Little layoff there, and it's chipped forward. That was asking a lot for Andrew Kerr to try and get on the end off. And Lauder will just take his time in collecting that. It's all right this time of the game. I like to give my players of the match for each side, unofficial always. It's a very tough one today, have to say, for both teams for different reasons. Valence sends that one in. It's a swing and a miss there from Kyle. Pitsis twisting, turning the box, gets the shot off in the end, but there's just too much white jerseys in the way. And now Thomas springs Andrew Kerr here for Unity up the left. Unity still getting numbers forward. They're still pushing here. Pitsis gets that one from Troisi, gives it back out to Troisi. Nice delivery into the box, and it's headed clear by Unity. And then Thomas now seems to be all over the pitch in the closing moments here for the Surrey side. Caps win it back. Francois takes that touch inside, lays it off nicely here to Matteo Samori, lines up the shot, but a big block coming in there. Arajo stopping another shot on goal there. Francois out on the left this time, and it's headed clean out for the throw-in. Just over a minute of regulation left in this one. Chen gets himself clear and sends that in. Going back to the players of the game, I think for Unity, I'm actually going to give it, I know it's strange to give it to a defender, I know, on a team that's just shipped 7 goals, but I thought Jacob York was excellent in the first half defensively. From a Whitecaps point of view, very difficult to pick the player of the game. There's been so many standout performances. If you're looking just in a half, Chris Albom, 2 goals and an assist in the first half. Or sorry, 1 goal and an assist in the first half. There's been so many goals, I'm confusing who's got what now. Frixos Petsis, a pair of goals in the second half. Sean Francois with 2 assists in the second half as well. I think though, just for the beauty of that first goal for Petsis today and the fact he's on the score sheet twice, then I think I will give it to Frixos Petsis. As we move into stoppage time, it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to get added on at the end of this one. Unity are going to keep fighting to the end here. And they'll want to still try and get on the score sheet. This performance will certainly give the Whitecaps a boost for the remaining 8 matches this year. Caps still pushing, still looking to see what they can get as Troisi sends it in. Pitsis lays it off, looking for Valence to try and connect in that. Caps came into this sitting 6th place in the standings on 6 points. And as mentioned, looking forward to seeing what they have in store. Next up for them is a home game on May 17th against Nanaimo, and then the following Sunday, May 24th, they are at home to TSS, followed by Langley and Altitude. So that's the 3 teams battling at the top of the standings, and I tell you what, none of those teams are going to want to play this Whitecap side on their form off today, and if they can take 3 wins from those 3 games, they could put themselves very much back in to the BCPL title picture. Would need a little bit of help along the way, but they just need to get the action done on the pitch first of all. Caps will move up to 4th in the standings after the win today. 6 points off Langley, having played a game more. And it's Langley that lead the way as Francois brought down on the edge of the box, and that's going to bring one last opportunity up here for the Whitecaps. Can they go out in style with a 10th goal of the game all round and an 8th for them? This will be the last action of the match, however it ends up. We're way over the 3 minutes that we've had of stoppage time. Keyshawn Francois right on the edge of the box. 5-man wall lined up here for Unity. Francois with a low one, it takes a deflection, and it is another goal for the Whitecaps, and it's a hat-trick for Frixos Petsis. The ball ran through to him in front of goal, and it looks like it might be getting chalked off here for offside. The celebration's cut short. I did wonder when it came in if it was offside. And Petsis, my man of the match, gets his hat-trick taken away from him. I looked right away at the assistant referee and the flag didn't go up, but a little conflab there rules that one out. So it finishes here at Bear Creek Stadium. Vancouver Whitecaps 7, Unity to the Whitecaps in 7th heaven, and it's been a very entertaining school series this week here in Surrey. Good game yesterday between Unity and the Rise that saw the Rise run out 3-2 winners. Today the Whitecaps come and take all 3 points. Caden Ruby actually opening the scoring for Unity. That lovely 35-yard effort in off the bar, and just mere seconds on the clock, straight from kickoff almost, gave Unity the 1-0 lead. And you thought, what do we have holding and so on? And the Whitecaps got onto things. That chance there turned around the post from David Hicks, and that was just the start of the pressure as they really took over the game here. And then in the 26th minute, capitalising on that pass from Jacob York, nipping in was Chris Album to tuck away his Golden Boot leading 7th of the season, bringing the Whitecaps level at 1 apiece. And 6 minutes later, the Whitecaps with a screamer coming in from Cristiano da Silva to make it 2-1 in the 34th minute. Edwin Espinal with that goal there in the 41st minute. An equal screamer as well, making that one 3-1 to the Whitecaps, and then Espinal burying that there to make it 3-1 4 minutes before half-time. Caps kept the pressure on at the start of the second half, and Luka Patrick in the 48th minute tucking that one away to make it 4-1 to the Whitecaps. Unity, though, weren't going to just lie down, and they reduced the deficit back down to 2 in the 62nd minute. Danny Colburn's free kick parried away with Timothy Lauder, and then Aidan Nielsen there to tuck it away. Whitecaps came roaring back though in the 66th minute, and Frixos Petsis with, for me, the goal of the game, in a game that had a number of fantastic goals. An absolute beautiful curler into the postage stamp corner, and it was 5 past Unity midway in the second half. Caps kept pushing though, and in the 74th minute, Keyshawn Francois, lovely whip cross in, and a wide open Caleb Valance heading home his first goal of the year in his first game for the Whitecaps to make it 6 of the best. And then it was 7th heaven 4 minutes later. Frixos Petsis putting that one away with the deflection off the back of Francois, and that is how it finishes here. We thought it had been 8. We thought Petsis has got his hat trick. It wasn't to be, but it finishes Unity 2, Whitecaps 7. Hope you've enjoyed the 2 games we've brought you this week from Bear Creek Stadium. We'll be back next Saturday from Burnaby Lake as Burnaby FC host Langley United. I've been Michael McCall. Have a good rest of your week and weekend, and we'll catch you at the pitch again soon.